What's up, you guys? I'm Rachel DeMita, and welcome to the Courtside Club. Today, we have some updates in the sports gambling scandal that is unfortunately spreading like wildfire, not only throughout the NBA, but throughout other major sporting events. And the most recent news is that the NBA has asked the Los Angeles Lakers and multiple other teams to hand over documents and other property as part of its investigation into illegal sports gambling. This is a result of the charges filed against Damon Jones, LeBron James' former shooting coach, who had special access to the Lakers. Investigators are expected to seek documents, including cell phones and phone records from at least 10 Lakers employees. And if you guys don't remember, at the beginning of this NBA season, Chauncey Billups, Terry Rozier, and Damon Jones were all arrested on charges of illegal sports gambling. And there were also like illegal poker games that were going on. There were supposedly mafia ties into all of these things. We went over all of those details in a previous video, so I will link that in the description box below if you guys want to check that video out first. What it seems like to me after reading some of the newest articles that came out about all of this and the new investigations that the NBA is doing, it seems like to me they are just trying to crack down on this as quickly as they possibly can. And even though all of this isn't great news for the league, I honestly think that this is the best thing that could possibly happen, because sports gambling is something that has just taken over truly every single sport. Like the kind of money that is behind these sports betting outlets, you see it on commercials. You see ESPN like covering a story like this, and then at the same time, like at the bottom, they have their betting partner going across the ticker. Like sports betting is here. It's here to stay. It has become so normalized. And with that, you have got to crack down on the illegal things that are happening, and you have to do it quick, because if you don't crack down on it, it will continue to spread, and the integrity of all of these major sports could be compromised. And there are so many people online, you guys, I'm going to be so very honest here. There are so many people online who think that some of these major players are involved in these illegal sports betting scandals. I would, pun intended, bet money that these major players like LeBron James, whose name keeps getting brought up because he was a part of the Lakers organization at this time and because Damon Jones worked closely with LeBron James, I would bet money that there's no way that LeBron is involved in any of this. These top guys who are at the top of the NBA, like they are much smarter than that. They are multi hundreds of millions of dollar heirs. You guys know what I'm trying to say. What's the word? Millionaires, but like 100 millionaires. They have hundreds of millions of dollars, okay? They are not going to risk their brand, their status, all of that on some stupid sports betting theme. Now, I'm not familiar with the mafia and the things that the mafia does. I am happy to say that I'm very naive to that sort of stuff because I have fortunately never been wrapped up into something like that. Now, if there's something nefarious going on behind the scenes where somehow people are getting involved in the mafia and then it becomes a dangerous situation, I just don't know, but I am glad that they are cracking down on all of this and they're trying to get to the bottom of it and they're trying to move past it as quick as they possibly can, because we are witnessing one of the best NBA seasons in recent history. Like the start to this season has been one of the most exciting seasons that the NBA has had. The ratings are up. The ratings are through the roof, actually, compared to seasons past. You have so many incredible players. LeBron James actually still hasn't even stepped onto the court and the ratings are still that high. So these new faces that are coming into the league, the players that we've talked about in previous episodes, like how it's just an amazing time for the NBA. And I would hate to see this sports betting stuff kind of tarnish the reputation that the NBA has. I will also mention this. I truly hate when I see some of these talking heads in the media who rarely ever cover sports. And the only time they cover sports and the only time they cover the NBA is when some sort of scandal or something is going on. Yes, I have clickbaited some titles, some thumbnails, but I do not think something like this is going to take down the entire league. And so anybody who is telling you guys like this is the end for the league, it's going to be over, all the big players are going to be taken out by this, please don't listen to them. I feel like it's rage bait. I feel like there are always some media people who just want something to be angry about and they latch on to any single negative story that's happening in the NBA, and it's just weird. Honestly, it's weird. I would hate to live a life where every single day I'm just angry and like I'm looking for things to be angry about. But we move along. If you guys have tuned into my live streams, then you know that I've been trying to order in less and cook at home more. However, I don't like spending hours meal planning and grocery shopping, and I'm not the best chef in America. So luckily, HelloFresh has me covered. HelloFresh is perfect for me because it saves me time. I get good nutritious meals and it's super easy. Each meal comes with all the ingredients you need and step-by-step instructions on how to make it, because trust me, you guys, I need the detailed breakdown. And of course, they have vegan options too, like this tofu and rice bowl that I made today. And you guys can get up to 10 free meals on your first box at HelloFresh.com with my code RADFM. Free meals applied as discount on first box, new subscribers only, and it varies by plan. That's up to 10 free HelloFresh meals and free shipping. Just go to HelloFresh.com with code RADFM. And thanks again to HelloFresh for sponsoring this episode. And I also thought this report was interesting. The Athletic polled hundreds of players from across the NBA, NFL, MLB, and NHL about their opinions surrounding how sports betting impacts players. And an anonymous veteran MLB pitcher said that he got a threat via a Venmo from a sports bettor. And the threat said, "You owe me $9,000 because you blew the game. I need you to send me that money or I'm going to find your family." And we have seen instances like this where fans who are betting on sports, they approach players, they threaten them via social media, they flood their email inboxes. Like, we have also even seen this happen to college players, which is like totally not cool. There's kids in college, somebody misses a field goal kick, and then all of a sudden they are getting so many threats from fans, and specifically from fans who have placed bets on the game. And just recently, Jimmy Butler was actually pressed by a fan. He's just walking down the street with his coffee, and I want to show you guys this clip here.
Green apple looking at, stupid big ass Tim's on. Jimmy Butler, man, they don't give a you in that city. Look at him. Mo Praying, look at that. Yeah. Bro, I put 3,000 to win 30. Why you ain't have 30 perks? Jimmy Butler, why you did not have a 30 perks? You were supposed to go over, You work for Vegas. You work for Vegas.
And this fan is screaming, "You work for Vegas, you work for Vegas. I bet $3,000. Why didn't you have over 30 points? And I couldn't even imagine being a player and just trying to go about my life walking down the street and feeling like you could be in danger if a fan was going to approach you. Or we've also seen stuff happen courtside where people are yelling. We've also seen, and some of these instances are kind of funny, like there will be fans screaming out to the players and letting them know like the line that they're betting on, like, "Hey, you got to get this." And you can see players like visibly on the court saying, "I'm not listening. Like, please don't say that to me," because we've gotten to a space where sports betting is truly taken over, and I'm not sure of the solution yet, but I do think the start of finding a solution is cracking down as quickly as you possibly can and making an example of anybody who clearly did any sort of illegal sports betting. On this channel, we pretty much only cover basketball, but there has been cases recently in the UFC, in the MLB, in college. And also, I was talking to my producer today. It's happening in high school sports as well. Like in his local town, there were people who were illegally throwing games in high school. So it's definitely a problem. I don't have all the answers, but I do think they're doing the right thing by cracking down right now. Now, there was this other article that I wanted to show you guys from CNN, and they said the clock is ticking ahead of NCAA's decision on the proposed gambling rule. So what's wild about this is before this whole scandal broke, the NCAA was actually about to pass a law that would make it legal for players, coaches, NCAA athletes to legally bet on sports. And for years, college athletes, coaches, and staff members were prohibited from betting on any sport in which the NCAA crowns a champion. Horse racing, for example, was okay, but baseball, football, basketball, and hockey were not. So the change was initially meant to go into effect on November 1st. And to rescind the proposal that would okay betting on professional sports, 2/3 of the Division I member schools must submit paperwork by 5 p.m. Eastern time on Friday, November 21st. You guys, that is just a few days away. And if the needed 241 out of 361 Division I schools do not respond, then the change will go into effect on November 22nd. So if these schools essentially do not get on it, then this change will go into effect, and that will make it legal for college athletes, coaches, and staff to bet on pretty much all sports. So that would make the water even murkier. That would make it even harder for them to be able to crack down on these types of things. Like I told you guys, like I've said a million times in this video, I'm not sure of the solution. If you guys have the solution, let me know all of your thoughts in the comments below. Thumbs up this video if you enjoy it. Click subscribe because we upload new videos every single week. There's also a hype feature on YouTube now. If you guys wouldn't mind hyping this video, that really helps me in the algorithm. But I will keep you guys posted as more news and developments come from this sports betting scandal. With all of that, that's all that I've got for you guys today, and I will see you next time. Uwiana.